And we are live. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is you are in the world. Welcome to another edition of Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. Our scene today finds us umbral side of the Sept, a space that is slowly being vacated on the Tellurian side. People are being forced out into the city. The residents, the Sept of the Green, many of them no longer living on Sept, or at least are being told to no longer live on Sept. So it is a very odd thing for those that have been here for some time to find themselves having to switch up some normal routines. But ever adaptable, the Garu do as the Garu do. And currently, one of the Garu, the only Get Fenris on Sept now, is currently climbing up the tall umbral trees in the Umbra with a rig that has dumbbell weights hanging off of it as she is slowly making her way to the top, pushing herself, trying to get back into the groove of regular training, something she hasn't been doing since the events of the Hellhole. And this is where we start our scene.
And undoubtedly, 10 Point is in near proximity. We'll say she's still bumbling really badly with a practice weapon because that just doesn't seem to be her strength to do it. So she's got a practice weapon of some persuasion, probably something like short sword to knife length, definitely on the shorter range, so she can't hurt herself as badly ricocheting it off of things. And she's probably playing with one of those dummies that spins around and clocks you, and getting clocked more often than not. Because just the melee is not her forte.
Has she even bought a dotted melee yet?
Nope.
Disappointment.
Bitch, please, if you had the kind of pending spends I did.
Yeah, as Dallas gets towards the top of that tree, she pulls herself up onto a branch and sort of just lays there huffing. But if she looks over the side, she can see 10 Point, and she just watches as she waits for her waits to be able to catch her breath.
How about you, buddy?
He's just ripping around.
Oh, and where are we?
This will be a werewolf dice roller, because I don't see anything going on. There we go.
Seems legit. Let's see what kind of day we're having today. All right.
Pretty damn fine one.
It's okay. We're not having a worse day.
Oh shit! I need to roll something.
Yep. That is what I'm waiting for, is to see if this goes sideways.
She's tired. She's tired as fuck.
That's okay. It was better than the alternative.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you mean. My alternative was awesome.
Your alternative was amazing. But yes, nobody is extra crazy today. Bonus. But yeah, after getting clocked yet another time, 10 Point's finally gonna reel back from the dummy, looking at it as if almost offended by how frequently it's hitting her. Just kind of rubbing at the side of her head.
And Dallas slowly makes her way down, making sure that her hands are tightly bound into the bark of the tree, into the handholds that she can find, simply because she knows that there's a good chance that if she isn't vigilant right now, she is just going to tumble all the way to the ground. And then while that won't kill her, it'll hurt, especially because there's a good chance she will end up falling on top of those weights that are hanging, and that'll hurt a lot.
Yup.
It's like landing on your keys, but a million times worse.
It won't hurt anything but her pride, but
In fact, I'll make a strength athletics check.
do it.
So it'll be 4 plus 2 minus 1, so it'll be 5 dice. Even slightly tired, she still manages to nimble her way down. And she once she gets on the ground, she slips out of the rig or the harness, bends over at the waist, and kind of puts her hands on her knees for a minute as she closes her eyes, and just fatigue fully set in. She'll then stand up and walk over towards where 10 Point is.
Yeah, 10 Point is in very clear annoyance, like going and looking like she's about to return the little wooden practice sword to the rack.
Dallas crosses her arms and looks at 10 Point as she goes to give up.
She'll pause, glancing back. Would you rather I continue, Raya, rather than moving on to something different?
Yeah, I seem to recall a day several months ago where we went through these exercises, and your lack of skill caused you to go through quite the ordeal. I kind of hoped you would have made some kind of progress since then.
Oops. Firm into a line.
Seeing how that training dummy seems to have you afraid of it rather than it being afraid of you, maybe we regressed even further.
It's not a matter of fear, Raya. I am not afraid of the dummy.
Well, I'm thankful for that, then.
Simply thought I would move on to something where I was making more progress, Raya.
Didn't you say, then, that this is where you need to put your focus? If you're not making any kind of progress here, you need to break through those barriers.
There's a brief pause. Then her hand goes back up to the handle end of the wooden training sword, and she finally takes it back up. Not fitfully, not like tantrumy, but definitely just kind of like, God damn it. And yeah, she'll go ahead and pull it back off the rack. Go back over to the spinning dummy.
And Dallas will walk over to the rack and she'll look at the various weapons there. And then she'll reach into her bag, and she pulls out the hammer, rests it on her shoulder, and looks over at 10 Point and kind of gestures her over.
She's taking a practice weapon and holding the hammer?
No, she's just picking out the hammer. She was just looking at the.
I'm not going to make anyone roll for it. There's just that fleeting kind of expression of dread, but she'll turn about and obediently approach.
Considering the last time we found out where your deficiency was, why don't we start here again?
There's a pause. And, the eyes are at this point down because she, oh boy, is not relishing this. And actually, she will pause and gauge the length of the hammer, and will briefly flip back to the rack to get something of a more equal length. So more of a longsword type dealio, I guess.
This gains a nod of approval from 10 Point. At least she's learning.
Yup. And actually, it's a two-hander, so she probably has to get a two-hander herself. God help her.
Like a great sword.
Yeah, something about that length.
All right. I'm going to go to the combat doc real quick.
And Raphael would just be sitting somewhere in a tree, looking. Because this is immensely amusing.
Yes, you should look and totally find me the stats for it, because I don't know what they are.
What happened to the indexes? This thing used to have an index.
It do.
It's not there anymore.
Boop, bop.
Warhammer, Great Axe, Great Sword. Requires two-handed, requires strength 3. Does 10 Point have strength 3?
She shifts up to Glapro then.
Grabs it off the rack and is like,
I mean, she has to take Glabro for her longbow too. This isn't a surprise to her. So yeah, she probably gets to the rack, flicks the other one onto it, eyeballs up the great sword, and sighs. Takes the time to shift to Glabro, and then takes it off the rack.
And Dallas for right now will stay in Hamid. She's got
That's mighty wide of her.
well, she's got skill where 10 Point is still learning. So there has to be some kind of handicap. At least for now. Maybe at least until Dallas gets that first whack upside her head, and then she'll be like, well, now we're here. But anyway, she does a quick flourish with the hammer just to kind of test the weight again. It's been a little while since she's had to swing it, and she stands there and looks at 10 Point, and with that expectant look in her face, she simply waits to see what 10 Point will do with the greatsword.
Let me find. I'm assuming it's the combat guide. Where's that Der Swords? Oh boy.
What kind of sword do you want to use? Two-handed?
Yeah, so great sword.
Difficulty
So it's
7
diff 7, strength plus
plus
6.
6. Yep.
Yep. Awesome. This is gonna suck.
If you parry, it's difficulty 6 though.
That's good. So yeah. Oh Jesus. I don't know if I can feasibly use it. I think it's the only thing long enough though. Let's see. You know what? No, we're gonna change this up a little bit because if it's already diff 7 plus the +1 diff for not having melee, lol. She'll snag a spear because that or nah, lance. We'll go for lance. Yeah. So she'll snag up a lance, which is much more manageable.
Lances can only be used while you're mounted.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, spear. I was trying to remember what the difference was. So spear. Or whatever the fuck. Yeah, spear.
Mhm.
Herp deer.
Dallas remembers the days of using a spear. She still has it somewhere.
Somewhere. So yeah, that'll at least negate some of the length advantage. And yeah, let's roll it. Roll that initiative. Shit.
$18. Not bad.
So at least for the first round, is Dallas prompting her to go first?
Yeah. She's holding her action.
All right, let me make a little notepad for myself so I don't furk up. Just for ease and to make this go a lot faster. Here. B. All right. So. Actually, how much of a punk ass do I want to be? Because I'm pretty sure the answer is yes. She will actually, well, no, not this round. Fuck it. Just lead with a normal fucking attack. See if she can get a handle on this spear. Which apparently she can, unless you would like to block.
She will block. Well, damn.
Blocked!
Blacked.
And I will spend a point of rage, because otherwise I'm going to get my shit kicked in the first round.
Dallas will also spend one, and when we go into those rage rounds, she's going to swing. Three successes.
Alright, going to Doge.
Dooge.
Doge. Definitely better pool. Wait, math. I can do math. Yeah, she picks up the Warhammer, takes a swing, 10 point, manages to skim just in time. That little, she sucks it in just enough for that thing to whisk by.
Dallas seems to be pleased at this revelation. 10 point is learning. And on this next round, Dallas will spend 2 rage.
Oh boy.
she is going to swing Bada Bada. And fails.
Woot. And 10 point can only spend one at a time. But she will do that. And we'll we'll save it again. So again, brings the spear around, just darts barely into range, and tries to take another swipe. Would you like to dodge, block, parry, whatever?
Just gonna see where this goes.
Okay. Forgot to take note of the damage. Because I'm a special snowflake. Moosh, what's the damage on a spear? It was +3? I
I
think.
have no idea. Let me.
Or no, it was
check that.
+2 because I was going for +3 because the lance was 3.
Yeah, it's +2 as far as I know. Also, he doesn't have notes now. I'm just fucking around.
I see you, watching you. All right, so two.
Right. Yeah, you hit Dallas's vest, and you hear that sound of it hitting at something solid, not her abs. That would be much louder if they just hit her abs. And when we go into rage rounds, second verse same as the first.
No, that's not even fair. 10 points on wearing her armor. God.
Strength training. You wear heavy stuff, remember? 3 successes. Doge, block,
Doge.
tank.
No, Doge. You hit like a fucking truck. What remembers getting hit by this thing is bad. Hammer's ridiculous.
Not
Doge.
bad. All right.
Yeah, it comes around and yeah, again, she gets the fuck out of reach. That quick little back step, like, nah.
Well, she can't dodge this one.
Mm-mm.
That is her strength +9. Free bashing. Aegon's all jumpy and shit over there. Jesus.
If you kill his protector, he will not do anything and just be coughing. Like, oh my god, damn it.
I'm coming to see you, Jim boy.
She's so.
A menace alone in the world. Is it interesting?
She manages to soak.
Oh, nice. So yeah, Dallas smacks the head of the hammer against her. She looks up at 10 point, who tanks the hit. Stag is very excited.
Stag is amped.
Dallas will spend 2 more rage.
That's not very nice.
She has the
spend
one
more this round.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Two successes. Block, dodge, tank.
Gonna have to tank one eventually, aren't I? No. Let me think. No, Doge.
All right.
Actually, no, I'll take this one. I'll take it. Taking it.
All right. 8 + 4 is 12. You picked a hell of a time to tank.
Well, takes 5. One fucking swoop.
Damn.
That thing
Maybe.
slams into her and she fucking rocks back. And yeah, that's more than she has stam. So, or actually, no, that's equal to her stam and Galabro. So, is that a stun or is it more than that does a stun?
I think it's over your. It has to be over your stamina to do a stun.
And yeah, she's not completely stunned, but she takes a fuck of a hit. Dork. 0, 1, 1, 2, 2. So still -2. We can work with this. But yeah, there will definitely be the saddest sound as that thing collides.
Mm-hmm.
She'll make a dogged attempt to return fire. Not nearly as gracefully slipping into range this time because fuck. That hurt. Are you tanking?
I'm tanking.
Of course you are. Four, 5, 6, 7. So soak me 5.
Dallas soaks 2, so she takes 3. She gains a point of rage. Now she has 2. And Dallas will spend a point of on her next turn.
Oh, you're in a rage action now.
Yeah. So 3 damage takes you down to -1.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even with only 3 dice, she connects. Are you dodging?
I'm dodging. I feel like the next one's gonna be worse if I doge now. Dodged.
Nice. And as she moves out of the way of the hammer, Dallas's arm kind of follows all the way through to the point where the hammer comes out behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And then she strikes forward with her forehead.
Well, I have the long weapon, so don't forget the
that's
added
right.
difficulty.
Shit, never mind then.
But do it though. God, give me a chance to heal. Drake.
No successes this time. So I believe we're back at the initiative, yeah. Dallas will Dallas will heal 1. So she's
In Hamid?
Oh shit, no. Then she's gonna spend a point of willpower on resist pain.
The butt. Very well. It is your action.
And she'll spend 1 point of rage because she took damage last time. 2 successes. What you doing?
Wait. 0, 1, 1, 2. Okay. So -2. Dodged.
She dodged well. Rage round.
Hey. Yeah. No, you're good. I'm not spending rage. Go for it.
A success. Three bashing.
She's out.
Right on the nose, as Dallas like hits her in the stomach, and I guess 10 Point kind of crumples up a bit.
Yeah, she brings it around, gives her a good clock again in the main trunk of the body, and 10 Point finally just keels over.
And Dallas will set the hammer down, lean it against the rack, and she'll shift up into Glabro to heal the last bits of the remaining damage.
10 Point topples over, pops like you can tell you smacked the Glabro out of her. She reverts.
All you hear from one of the trees as Aiden jumps out of it is a sarcastic clap. Like, well done, Dallas. You bet the Theurge with a warhammer. Woohoo. She's walking incredibly, confidently and arrogantly as always.
She has to learn.
Yes, she has to learn, but you're on a rune and you're hitting her with a warhammer. She's good with a bow. She's not going to learn how to use a warhammer, is she? Raises an eyebrow, smirking.
Chloe happens to be nearby, because why not? It kind of looks up at this. It's kind of like, he's got a point.
For what it's worth, 10 Point is already pushing herself up within moments of falling. That quick recovering for Metis, though. Kind of rubbing at her midsection like, Jesus.
And Dallas just kind of looks over her shoulder at Aiden and shrugs. Started training with handheld weapons.
I'm thinking
Go ahead, Christy. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to step over you.
Oh no, go ahead. You're fine.
She was just gonna say, I think a more fair battle might possibly be against my my Labras.
She'll look over at Chloe.
Ooh, my. Throwing from the top of one of the trees.
Well, if you can find a blunted weapon over there that fits the specs of your Lapras, she'll pick up the hammer. By all means, Raya.
Chloe will sort of flash a grin at this and head over there because she knows exactly where it is because she spent many, many days practicing with it.
And Dallas will look up at the moon to replenish her rage.
It's like midday, ain't it?
It's in the Umbra. Moon's always out.
That's true. What is the phase right meow?
Did you say right meow?
I did say right meow.
That's Acadiaism, right meow.
Let's see. Moon phase calendar. Today is only half moon.
Aiden put his hands in his pockets. Why don't you go spar with Chloe? She seems more even competition for you. Dallas. As he's smirking, walking by her, going to pick up 10 points.
Dallas doesn't respond. She steps forward.
Yeah. Chloe will walk back over with her weapon. She carries it confidently. She is pretty confident in this particular weapon. So yeah, she will move into the center there, kind of toss a grin towards Dallas, and just kind of wait.
Let's roll initiative.
Yes. The actual Labras gives me a bonus on that. Of course, I hadn't even gotten her sheet up yet, because I'm a genius. Give me 1 second.
We all seem to forget to bring up our sheets when we go into scenes.
I wasn't expecting to go immediately into a fight, but it just seemed to be the right thing to do at that moment.
I just can't commit any other stats except for fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so 6 plus. Right, so that puts me at 12.
And Dallas sort of takes out the warhammer, swings it side to side a few times, alternating him to opposite hands, and she'll look up at Chloe. Hamid or Glabro?
Glabro.
Dallas will take the time to shift up.
Chloe just shifts. It's like 3 seconds.
And Dallas is going to spend 3 rage, and she is going to...
What did you get? On your initiative, I never heard.
Oh, 20.
Cool.
And she will charge forward. Oop, I don't need 2 slashes in that.
I will prepare my my soak. Because reindeer doesn't dodge.
So I have a success. Because the Nightmare's Flaw is a pain in the butt. So that is 6 plus 7 is 13. Seven successes.
Of which I soak 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All right, so you take 8 damage.
Only because you got all those 10s. Damn. It's a lot of 10s.
If I had 10s don't explode on damage, that would have been helpful. More than just this time. But, well,
She exploded. Yay!
Sorry.
like Dallas
Technical
didn't think
difficulties.
she hit Chloe that hard.
Nah, that was my computer screwing up. But if you want to feel that way, go for it. It's cool. It is. Here we go. All right, so at 4, what am I minus on my actions?
-2.
-2. Okay. So
How did you take 4?
isn't that what I took? You
You
threw 10.
took 1 damage.
Yeah, you took 1 damage.
You took 10 at me, and I only soaked like 6, right?
No, she threw out 7 damage.
Oh, 7. Well, then 1. That's fine. I thought you said 10. I'm like, oh, okay.
No.
Okay. 1 it is. And yeah, she will. Yeah, she's gonna go in for. She's gonna attempt to swing the shit out of this this gigantic ass Labras. Which is. God, why is everything disappearing on me? Sorry. All the weird technical things going on over here. Okay, so that is. A 0. I got 0 on my attack because if 7. So yeah, she swings and misses, but I am going to spend 2 rage.
All right. Alice is going to follow up hammer. She doesn't shout, it's hammer time. She uses to connect again. That is 6 plus 7, which is 13. 9 successes, so 9 bashing.
Okay.
Those rolls, though, really
I
good.
know you're getting all the amazing rolls. I'm getting shit rolled.
It'll never
But-
happen when it's like life and death, though.
That's because Discord has decided that Vinny's the bad guy and the bad guys get the good rolls. So
Soaked 4 of it. So
Yeah, you're
that's
at minus
5 minus 5.
right. So
nice,
minus 4 on my rolls, right?
minus 5 on your rolls.
Yep.
Minus 5. Okay.
You can always, choose to do honorable surrender, though. Just an option.
But it's only bashing. It's not like I'm going to die from this.
and don't forget, if you're both in Glabro, you're both healing back a point each round.
Oh, that's fair. So, yeah, I'm trying to think. So, I'm sorry. I'm at what? Minus. I'm at 5 damage, right?
You are at 6 damage, which
Thank
means
you.
you're getting minus 5
Right.
dice pool.
No, because yeah, but we're still in the same round, so there's no getting damage back at this point.
It'll start
Yep.
the start of the next when we go back to the top of the initiative. We'll each
Exactly.
heal one.
I feel certain this is going to be ended pretty quickly because the dice just adore you. So
I'm only their second favorite son, it seems. Amoosh isn't rolling.
because I can't even get a hit. I got one. I did get a hit this time.
All right.
Unless you're dodging.
No.
Okay. So that would be my damage is strength plus 7. What is my strength in Glabro? It is. So. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5.
It's 3.
No, I have that the 2 10s both. Actually, both the 10s count as 2.
Oh, no, it
That's your
doesn't.
that's your
because
damage roll.
Yeah.
In damage rolls, it doesn't count.
Oh, you're right. Duh, I'm an idiot. It's fine. So actually, the 10 would have got. I would have had more damage anyway. Would have got one more die.
It's fine.
Yeah, I know.
Dallas soaks it.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that botch on 4 dice at difficulty 7. So that's 2, so that's 14.
I'm waiting for you to get like 14 successes.
Well, it's only 10 off.
It just seemed to be the theme. But I soaked this.
Yeah.
So I get one more attempt to hit because I'd spent 2 rage. This would be my second rage round.
Yes, you did.
Oh, maybe I should type it correctly. These ones, I swear I've gotten like 7 ones so far. But I still got 2 successes. One, two, three, 4, 3. Yeah.
Dallas soaks exactly 3.
Okay.
And she's on her last rage round.
Yes.
That is 2, so 14. 10. 2 damage, 2 bashing.
Soaked.
Yeah. All right, back to the top of the rage round.
Mm-hmm.
You heal. Dallas doesn't have any damage yet, so she doesn't heal.
Okay.
And let's see, she got 1 for entering into combat, so she was back up at 5. So she spent 3, So she'll spend 1 rage. She gets a success, and I know Chloe isn't going to dodge.
That's going to be the second I do, and you'll just be like, wait a minute.
I'm not going to know what to do with myself. I don't think I've ever seen a Strider dodge, ever. Been around for almost 4 years.
I did, but it was before she was a Strider.
5 successes. So 5 bashing.
1, 2, 3. I soaked 3 of it.
Take 2. So you healed 1. So you're at 5. I think you're out.
No, I was at 6. Then I healed 1, and then I got 2. So that would be 4. So I'm at 6.
You were at 6. You healed 1.
You're
so
out,
you're at 5. Yeah, you're knocked out.
Oh, okay. All the bad math everywhere, guys.
So yeah, Dallas kind of swings in, and the same thing with 10 Point. She just brings the hammer squarely into Chloe's stomach. And, once Chloe goes limp, she just kind of yanks the hammer away. And, she doesn't, throw Chloe to the ground, but she lets her kind of fall unceremoniously. And then she'll raise the hammer and put it back up over her shoulder. And she'll walk over to where 10 Point and Aiden are standing.
Yep, 10 Point will actually go into motion as Chloe drops to just kind of come and make sure she's all right, make sure it hasn't rolled over into something that needs to be healed, that she's not outrageously damaged. And we'll just kind of go through the process of nesting down by her head and trying to get her to, wake on up. Come on, buddy.
I mean, she does. I mean, she will wake up in just a couple of minutes, so.
Yep.
It's been a while since someone's knocked her around. Even the last time she really sparred with anybody was Will. Yep. And they're 1-to-1. She's beat him once and he's beat him once. Maybe he's beat her once.
She'll just, as soon as Chloe starts, doing the lash fluttering and stuff, starting to wake up, she'll just kind of gently suggest, shift, Drya. See if she can get her to go ahead and do it sooner rather than later, so she doesn't wake up hurting as bad.
She was already a Glabber. She was already a Glabber, wasn't she?
When you're knocked out, you get knocked to breed.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
You're Dallas!
Dallas kind of looks up as she's reaching into her bag and pulling out a bottle of water.
There's a guy who's running. He's like, when he runs, the earth is not shaking, but it feels like earth is shaking. Oh, God, Dallas, your kid. Hi, hey.
Breathe.
Your kid. Whew, God damn it, he's in a restaurant.
She'll hand the water bottle over to him.
He takes the water bottle. He drinks it. And yes, Casey Abrams.
I love Casey Abrams. It's so mean of you. I love him.
He kind of goes near Dallas and says, "Your kid, whew, Alice." No, what was the name of one of your female kin? Let's just find a female name for your kin. Kim.
Does she have a name?
She's got I can't remember all of them. The only one I know.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah.
Kimberly. She's fighting with a Fianna kid.
Is
she's what now? You just hear Aiden just poke over Dallas's shoulder, lighting a cigarette.
Dallas will look over at the guy that ran up to him, and she'll kind of look at him. Did she pull a knife or something?
No, she's being crazy. I don't know. Just control her.
She's a Getkin, but
not every Getkin is crazy. She's crazy right now. Just go.
And she's starting on a Fiannakin, which is half your pack, Dallas.
Yeah, you get a point. She'll slide the hammer back into the swag, and she'll kind of just roll her shoulders a bit. You coming too?
I suppose I have to, since someone's got to keep an eye on you as he's walking, after the fat guy smoking a cigarette, shaking his head.
On
Hey,
set?
It's not that big.
I
though.
mean, I will point out just one thing. We're in the Umbra.
Oh, yeah. That means you have to cross over. Oh, damn it.
It's in the restaurant that is across the sept, not the one inside of the sept, the across the sept. There's another
So
one.
across the street from it.
You look over at Theurge. 10 point. Would you mind jumping us over, since I'm assuming you want to come along in this merry charade? And we're going to need to cut your fucking antlers off.
I didn't want to slow you down, but she'll go ahead and obediently go to pop across.
I mean, we also need to discuss the real matter. What kind of sandwich do you want?
Yeah, they three of them simultaneously just pop.
Well, I don't.
Mid as Aiden was about to say bacon, and just pops the open.
And Raphael just notes, okay, a sandwich of nothing. With 2 pieces of bread.
And Chloe immediately pops over too, because there's my fucking good roll that I finally deserve.
Okay. So the fat guy is also like goes to the other side and he's like running. Guys, go, hey! He's like running while making those stupid
Is he
voices.
slow enough that we have enough time to hack off the antlers and still catch up easily, because he needs to work on his cardio?
Yes.
I feel targeted, and I'm triggered.
You're personally attacked right now.
Aiden just watches this like, yeah, take your time, 10 point. Take a long time.
Yeah, she'll pull out the hacksaw from her swag and offer it to Aiden.
Dallas, hold her down there, will you? She doesn't get steady enough, and yeah, start hacking away, watching the guy run. Like, yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine.
He just stabs after like 25 minutes, 25 like meters away. He's like, and then I start running away like, oh, this guy's a Garu, by the way.
His dex is 1.
Dex 1, stamina 1.
No. He's not stamina 1. But yeah. So those who goes towards the outside of the sept is she starts hearing him like screams, "You think you know me? Huh? You think you know me? I'm a get kid, motherfucker! What are you talking about? What are you talking about?" And like, Dallas, this is not probably your kin, but when you enter the restaurant, this is your kin. It's like,
wow. What
are you talking about? And like 3 kin is trying to hold her down, and the other Fianna kin is like, this guy, he's like, what the fuck I just did? Why? Why? And then she's like yelling, shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Ah! Let me go!
Dallas is simply going to walk up. She will activate Visage of Fenris.
Oh god, why?
Yeah, she's not directing at you.
If it's an AoE, it doesn't matter.
In the middle of a cafe?
Like, is it a targeted thing, or is it an effect to anyone, like all enemies or everyone within an area?
I have to roll it against an opponent. Otherwise, my allies think that I am just more impressive.
I think when you activate it, your visage becomes more weird. So like it's towards everybody. But like your I think as far as I know, actually no. Let me do that shit again to make sure.
I'm checking it right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There you go.
Also, just for my knowledge, we're outside of the sept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I.
You don't need to warn him. You don't need to warn him.
No.
I mean, is it a veil breachy thing? Because I figured it's just.
I just want my personal note that a kinfolk screamed that she was get a Fenris in a restaurant and coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm making my personal note.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm noting too. It's like, oh shit.
This is a kinfolk cafe, and I will say like the most nearly everyone is kin here. But actually, like probably those who are not kin already fucked off. But secondly is, yes, this thing is against one target, it seems.
Okay, sweet. I just had to check because otherwise I was gonna have to dip. Yeah, you activate what you want. I'm gonna do like a fucking search and rescue on this fucking Fianakin and be like, "Hey, buddy, we're going this way."
Yeah, just real quick, Amouche, is
Mhm.
Visage of Fenris considered veil breachy?
Yes, it would be.
Okay, then yeah, I'm not gonna.
Because like you just like appear more commending.
Mhm.
But just a second.
I was gonna say
Let's just say
persuasion, I
for
think.
now. Let's just say for now it doesn't, because it says one target, so maybe only she sees you that way.
Well, it
Okay.
seems like it doesn't change like how you look. It's just suddenly you're either a lot scarier or a lot more impressive than you used to be. It doesn't change how you actually physically look. It's an impression.
I
So
will
you should
ask.
be
I will
fine.
ask Robert later. So like, let's just go with that. It's not right now.
Okay. Well then, Dallas is gonna grab a hold of her kin. If this is like one of her actual adoptive family members,
Yes.
yeah, then she has no qualms about putting someone in their place when they are not even like, getting like, getting an attitude with someone they shouldn't get an attitude, but when they're acting like a fool and showing their ass to everybody, she is actually going to grapple Kim to like lift her up
Okay.
and like slam her onto a table. And do you want me to roll for that, or?
No, you don't have to. You don't need to roll.
Oh, I wanted to see if he had 10 successes on damage.
Yeah,
like
narrate it
roll-
Oh,
out.
Jesus.
Please narrate it out.
Yeah, no. As like other kin are trying to hold Kim back, and she is, shouting out, "I'm a get," and just making a scene of herself and being rather unbecoming at the moment. She is going to grab a hold of Kim by the front of her, like her sweater, and she is going to like lift her up, and then she's going to bring her down on top of one of the tables, and just going to stare directly into her eyes and sort of let out a growl from her throat and simply say, "That is enough."
Dallas, let me go! Let me go! Can you roll me perception empathy?
Yep, I got 3.
So first of all, Aiden, you know this behavior as you had this problem in the past.
Got 2.
And Dallas, this is not your kin's normal behavior. 3 sense worm, she's worm tainted, yes.
Oh, son of a... Yeah, you hear actually Aiden under his breath. Oh, shit.
She'll just kind of press her hands down onto Kim a bit, and then she'll kind of look over with, "Yep." And she'll look to any of the employees that are standing around.
The kin are like, when you did that, they're just looking at like, okay. But they
What have
like,
you-
all of them are raises their hand.
Anybody who's not essential here, anyone who's not an employee, out.
The Fianakin over is already yanked. The most of the people kind of like stays. And yeah, there's like one more kin who's like standing there. He is the owner.
She'll look up at the owner, lock the door, stay away from the back room, and she's gonna like pick up Kim and start dragging her towards the back.
Let me go!
I mean, we understood you the first time, Han.
Yeah, walk up and very casually put like $50 in the kin's owner's pocket and just tap him on the shoulder, that type of thing. He's walking after Dallas.
He gives you a nod, which is like a painful nod because like he's closing his jaw.
yeah. No, that's why Aiden gives him like a sympathetic, like, I'm sorry, man, just patting the shoulder,
And Dallas is going to get her into the back room and sort of slam her up against the walk-in freezer, like the door of it.
And she's like, I look for you! Are you going to war? I look for you! Like, she's screaming.
And Dallas is just going to put a hand over her mouth and then look over at 10 Point.
Yeah, and since she said it in the pack link before, as they have moved into the back, 10 Point will turn to the others and just to catch them up. She's been touched by something of the worm. I'm going to see if she's infested.
It's the same thing that I had an issue with, that we helped with the right master, from what I can tell.
It does
Same
seem
problem.
similar. And yeah, she'll pull out her... comically, she like fishes into her swag and pulls out the compact mirror. It's very clearly been broken, but all the pieces are still there. So she pulls out essentially a shattered mirror, and we'll take a little look-see through it to see if there's something clinging to her or if it's just ambient.
It's ambient. It's ambient.
Oh,
if
sweet.
you have success, you see ambient. Like, you don't see anything. It is just normal worm taint, but you don't, like, she's not acting like herself. Dallas is obviously sure that there's something wrong about her. And, like, she is...
Oh, yeah, plenty of success.
Kim was among the most calm. That's the reason you send her. She's the one that you send kind of socializing. She's the one you like trust. When there's an issue, you send Kim to make shit normal. But like, this behavior is totally out of character.
So yeah, she picks up the shattered mirror, essentially holds it up so that Kim's directly on the other side, glances through, and almost immediately breathes a sigh of very real relief. Oh, okay. It's not something holding on to her, Raya. Hopefully we should just be able to purify it.
Do you have your stick?
Or perhaps we should calm her first. She's obviously in some sort of state. Before we do anything.
And yeah, Dallas will look at Kim, and she'll kind of furrow her brow, and she'll look at her. If I pull my hand away, are you gonna continue just yell and scream?
She nods.
Aiden will turn very calmly to Chloe. Chloe, Raya, do you know anything that can keep her calm at all?
I have the violin, Raya, but Chloe, Raya, don't you know the rite of cleansing?
I do know the rite of cleansing, and I was also thinking of... well, I don't know if it'll help necessarily. She doesn't seem to respond to words very well.
I have recently come into, from Mother Larissa, something along the lines of a harmony flute. I can probably get her to stay still if you can do the cleansing.
Yes, I can do that.
On a scale from 1 to damage, how bad is she biting?
She's like, you can hold. You have enough. You see enough pain, and you activated resist pain anyway. So like, you don't feel it, but it's like,
She's going bananas.
So I will be the devil's advocate and point out also, knocking out is also a solution.
There
If
is
none
that
of
too.
those works.
If she's biting Dallas is just gonna look at her, and if you let me narrate it,
go on.
Moosh, yeah, she just punches Kim in the stomach, and not hard, not like she's trying full force to like do her damage, not like the kind that she would spar with any of the Garu, but she'll hit her hard enough, then she'll just kind of say, "Knock that off!"
Like knock the breath out of her type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You punch a Kim, and yeah, she's like trying to hold her breath.
Aiden winces. The girl is rabid, Dallas. She's not able to control herself. Try and calm her before you knock her ass out. Jesus. It winces a bit.
Yep, 10 Points already rapidly pulled a violin case out of her swag and is getting a hold of the violin and pulling it up. She's backing off a little bit to give the other people more room because she doesn't need to be that close to activate it.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chloe, I don't remember what all it requires. But if she could come up with the right things to do the right at this point.
She'll pull out all the stuff for a rite of cleansing as well and just set it aside for Chloe.
Perfect. Because Chloe doesn't typically carry that around. There's usually somebody else around who's better than her.
You can roll for Rite of Cleansing, and if the 10 point is rolling for the other rites, I will just roll, count the successes, and then you will continue.
What is my roll for Rite of Cleansing? I don't remember.
It is Charisma Rituals, Diff 7.
Okay.
And 10 point has 2 successes. She is activating the violin and is playing. And this is the same effect as a harmony flute.
Okay, I know. Don't worry, I created that.
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and spend a willpower on this. So
Okay.
I'm going to make sure it works. And boy, does it work. Well, at least if 6 was success, but I got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Which she, God damn it, she is calm, and when you cleanse her, she just like passes out. Not from pain, she just passes out.
Dallas will kind of just keep the arm or one arm underneath her, so that way she crumbles forward like into one of her arms, and then she pulls her hand away, which has been gnawed on. She's like, ugh, and like wipes it on the side of her pant leg.
Can I roll Sense Worm again once I'm done with this?
Yes, please.
Which is, I'm sorry. I forgot to roll on that too. My apologies.
It is Perception Occult.
Yes,
Thank
perception.
Thank you.
I think it's just 7.
It depends on the...
It depends on the tainted object.
Perception Occult. Gosh, my brain. I know my perception. What is my occult? 2. That's better than I expected. Well, I got 1 at diff 8. If it's diff 5.
It is diff. It was actually diff 8.
Okay, I got 1.
You kind of feel like from her pocket, there's something in her pocket that is like worm tainted.
She's going to look to Dallas, who's still kind of holding her, and just be like, she has something in her pocket.
Dallas will quirk a brow, but she'll reach into the pocket and fish whatever is in there out.
It's like, when you buy drugs, they don't just give you in a pot. Like, imagine a small pocket. How do I say this?
Like a baggie?
Just a little plastic bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, baggy.
But the things inside is like gone with the Rite of Cleansing. So like the bag itself, we're kind of bit worm tainted.
I think we might have the culprit.
It's a really small worm taint. That's why, city level. So that's why it's remained. Pardon, a bit more than city level. That's why, it didn't go completely burned. But it seems like there are ashes inside, and the things inside is gone.
Does this look like a baggie that would contain a powder, or a baggie that would contain like weed?
Weed and ecstasy and stuff like that.
Who mixes weed and ecstasy? That's just a waste of weed and ecstasy.
Aiden would like
Essentially
to be...
generic plastic baggie.
Yeah,
Aiden
she'll
would
hand
like
it
to-
over. She'll hand it over to Aiden.
Yeah, he'll look at it.
Like these are the pockets that is like kind of same where the ones that she gives you, because like as I said, she is the one who goes for your dealings. So you guys know this pocket.
Kind of rub his chin. Probably look at Raphael and Chloe. By the looks of things, Dallas's kin got some worm-tainted shit and it's after driving her fucking rabid.
And if that's the case, then maybe once it finishes working its way through her system, she might be okay again.
Depends on the type of variant.
Right.
I'm no expert on drugs, but you look over at Raphael. You have any good with this stuff?
I got a street contact that I can ask a few questions about it.
Like you guys hear
Is she awake?
She's getting awake slowly.
Dallas will lift her up and like set her up on a countertop.
Dallas, what are you doing?
I could ask you the same question. You were showing your ass out there, going after Fiona.
What? I didn't do anything. No, it's the other guy. And she like kind of like opens her eyes and sees like 5 guys, like 5 people, and she's like, "Oh, Dallas."
Mm-hmm.
Like she's kind of childish with Dallas, but like near other people, she's like completely like get a fair skin, face off, let's bring it, kind of deal. And she's just like immediately shifts Dallas. My apologies. What happened here? What did I do?
You were apparently trying to kill a Fionnakin, or at least rough him up a bit.
Wait, what?
Yeah, kind of losing your head, losing your head there out in public.
She kind of like touches her head.
Where'd you get this? He'll hold up the baggie.
From the same guy that I always get.
What's
Who is the same
what's-
guy that you always get?
What's his name?
It's Jimmy. He's like, you know, the guy I always like use. He's at the what was the name of that in Queens?
Queens.
Not
Queens, huh?
Kinbrook, I guess.
I know something about Queens. I live there.
Do you have Streetwise 3?
No.
No, it's 2x2.
Actually, let's go with like if you guys have Streetwise 2, let's
Yes.
go with Intelligence Streetwise difficulty 8.
Okay. I want to believe.
1 success. No, 2 successes. 2 successes.
Oh, I own the street, bitch. I own it.
Okay, so like Aiden, you know, there are like certain people who sells there, but they are under the effect of selling clean shit. That's why usually most Garu buy stuff from Queens. Damien, you know, they're like the most of the names of the gangs, who does deal, what doesn't do deal, but like you never heard crew that she's explaining selling weird shit.
Wait, what?
You never heard that they're selling stuff like this. Like, you know, most of the people kind of like in Queens sells normal stuff. There are like some bunch of bullshit people who sells like worm teeth shit, but like
Okay.
the crew that she's working always sold like normal stuff.
So why did you choose to take something that is clearly not of this sector?
They never
What?
do clean stuff.
This is clean stuff. I bought it from the same guy that I was buying for like 6 months now.
It's worm tainted.
What's worm taint?
The drugs.
They're bad supply, Aiden will say, leaning forward. What was the name of the dealer exactly? Jimmy?
Yeah, he's Jimmy the, you know, drug dealer, as he knows. But like, I don't understand. I didn't do anything. I just had this like diverse headache.
Was it exactly the same drug?
It's exactly the same drug, like I said.
And he turns to Aiden. Well, I guess we're gonna need to ban the use of drug into the Queen for our fellow Kinfolk and Garu then for a little while.
Or you could track
Sure.
down this Jimmy fella. I mean, we can
I
find
mean,
him pretty
that's the
easily.
second part, of
You
course.
could probably do both, Aiden. She's
You look
just
over
gonna-
at you look over at Chloe since she's the ranking Garo, and he'll be like, "What do you think?"
I think banning an entire borough is kind of a bit much. But at the same time, we got to be safe.
It's just a question of common sense.
Yeah.
Perhaps put a warning out to the kin that those selling under that man are selling bad drugs.
Mm,
And definitely
I-
track the asshole down.
I think we can really extend to the whole neighborhood, and then we can ask villagers to check on their drug just to be sure. We wouldn't want anything too weird to happen outside of a kin zone.
Am I to understand that the safest ones came from there before?
Theoretically, yes.
Okay, if that's the case, then telling people that they should go somewhere else, because you know they're not just going to stop. So telling them to go somewhere else could be sending them into danger as well.
Well, we can go to a fucking field and ask, can you sense where all that shit?
Perhaps we could find the guy first and see what we're dealing with before we make snap decisions.
Who I was sweating at?
If
Huh?
Fianna can.
Wait, what's the Fianna Kim's name?
Is it someone I recognized, Moosh?
His name is Billy.
His name's Billy.
Ah, shit.
Ah, shit, what?
I date with Billy.
Koi will look to
Smart.
10 Point and just be like, do you think you might be able to speak to him to explain what happened and maybe he'll get it?
Of course, right.
Alice is going to point up at Kim, kind of put her finger in Kim's purple circle, so to speak. No more outside drugs. You buy from Owen, or you get someone through Felix.
She nods. I'm
Tell the
sorry,
rest of
Dallas.
You tell the rest of the family to do the same thing, and
I
spread it
will.
around the get, Ken.
Oh, well. I'm really sorry. Like, I don't know what I did, but you guys seem really serious. I really apologize.
You got a couple of licks for your trouble. We're all even. And she'll pat Kim on the shoulder, and then she'll look at the Shadow Lord, the Fianna, and the Black Fury. I'd recommend you guys do the same for your kinfolk, but it's up to you.
Yep, 10 Point's going to be packing away the violin and probably poke her head out to the front again to see if Billy's still lingering outside.
Billy is like, with like his bros, and his bros is like, man, that bitch is crazy. Like, just break up. And Billy's like, no, man, it wasn't her. It
Yep.
wasn't like her. That the bro talk is going on.
10 Point will emerge. She's not even going to bother shoving the violin case back in the swag. She'll go ahead and emerge and come out the front. Like, let the owner know that she's going out the door so he can lock it behind her. And we'll go out to talk to them.
Owner is salty. But yeah, you go near to Billy, and Billy kind of looks at you, and the guys kind of look at you, nod.
And she offers him a polite little nod as well. And she'll first look straight to Billy. Kim's all right now. She got a hold of some bad drugs.
Oh,
Sent her over the edge.
is she okay?
She's fine now. And she'll be fine. But spread around. Both to all of us and everyone else. This person, Jimmy, that she was buying from is where she got the bad stuff.
Okay.
Best to go through Felix or Owen to get what you need to get for now, but don't buy anything that comes from him. Be careful,
Okay.
and if you buy from an unknown source, you can bring it to me, and I'll check it and make sure it's all right. Okay?
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you.
We'll have Kim out in just a minute, but she should be fine now. I'm sorry it happened.
He nods.
Make sure you get the word out. She'll give him a little pat on the shoulder.
Don't worry, Ryan.
Dallas will, as she's coming out, she'll look at Billy. You two are dating?
And as the doors opened up, she'll go to make sure to let the owner know he should be good to reopen.
He nods. We just started.
Take her back to Owen and Abby's place. Keep an eye on her.
I will, Ryan.
In the meantime, I'm going to try roll Pulse of the Prey on the name Jimmy.
The drug dealer.
Jimmy the dealer guy. Jimmy the drug
Jimmy
dealer.
Jimmy the drug dealer. I
From
get
Queens. Jimmy, the dealer from Queens. You get real specific.
depending,
Well, I
depending on
mean,
depending on the difference, like, I get at least 2 successes.
You get a pulse, and the guy's like over near you all the time. Whew. So, what do we do now? Hi.
Isn't he a Galliard?
He's the Galliard, yes.
Oh, see, he should be a Galliard. He's anyway.
What do we do now?
What rank is he?
He's Foster and Galliard named Haste the World.
Yef. This came from bad drugs, and we're going to investigate it. But if you can go back to the other kin, to the Sept, make sure everyone knows that there's some bad stuff circulating. If they've gotten something recently from this Jimmy, they need to have it checked out by a Theurge or someone who can sense the worm.
He nods. Okay. I'm gonna just run back to Sip and tell everybody.
Yes.
See you guys
Thank you,
later.
Yef.
Yeah, pass that on to any kin that you run across, by the way.
Okay, right. Hey! Oh! Hey! He's like, scatter.
I feel like I should be ordering him to, like, train more. Or to go running with me in the morning.
In the walkout, I got a beat. Want to go check it out?
Yeah.
I like to check out stuff. My favorite thing in the world.
Cool. I'm assuming I'm driving then. He'll have this big grin on his face as he's going to go get his car.
I don't have a car. I can drive, though.
You guys can always ask this guy to drive for you.
Oh, Katja's boyfriend?
Yes, the driver guy.
Hell yes. Let's
Well,
get
hi,
Katja's
bus
boyfriend.
guy.
Okay.
On a out of character note, I do have a hunter scene that I'm going to do. So
Okay.
yeah,
We can do that.
Dallas is going to look at Aiden, kind of pat him on the shoulder. Take care of this for me. I'm going to go start checking on the other kin.
Stare. All right. I mean, you go handle whatever you need to handle, Dallas. Just nods. Like closing his eyes as well, listening into the beat of the heartbeat. Like, oh yeah, no, I got this. Just nodding at Dallas.
Chloe knows that look. She does this all the time.
And Dallas will begin to head back to set. She's going to go check on the other kin.
Yep. 10 point will make sure that like I said, that the owner knows that he's good to reopen. Everything's clear. Everything's good. Give a call if something like this happens again. Blah, blah, blah.
Thank you. His voice is salty.
Hey, he made more in that 10 minutes with that $50 than he probably would have with the doors open. He'll be fine.
So I think Vinny set the scene up, so we can end the scene here, and then I can set a hangout, and then we can do that scene, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, y'all.
Morphin time.
Tyrannosaurus Rex!
Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watch, for watching. See you guys later in the next episode of Living War of Darkness, Rage Across New York.